弥陀佛，大家好，大家好吗？好在此呢，我跟大家说一下哈，就是呢，我们呢就是下炉的贡品请大家不要乱添加贡品进去，一定要经过我们这边的上师法师，特别是那个八供已经换了2次了，这是第2次换那个八供，大家弄到乱七八糟的。所以呢，就是请大家一定要注意我们是为了护摩法会圆满不要是说自己有私心添加什么贡品上去，好吗？可不可以？好，谢谢你们的合作另外一个事情呢，是师尊今天呢有去双莲境界加持2021年的第1场的白事诵经。那之前呢，我们也有特别请示师尊，因为有太多的人问除了双莲境界的塔位拥有人之外报名之外，那其他人可不可以报名？那师尊很慈悲的回答说，都可以给大家报名。所以今天师尊已经过去加持，跟大家就是告诉大家这个好消息，报不报名都没关系，只是让大家知道有这个事情是也可以让大家都一起可以报名的。好，每个月的白事诵经或者是红事诵经，大家都可以报名。第1场的是1月6号所以是这个星期3就要开始了如果是说你们就是赶不及的话，就要列到3月份的白事诵经。第2个月份呢是红事诵经，单数呢是白事诵经，双数是红事诵经。另外呢，我们司仪台这边有捡到一个念珠，应该是挺旧的，很古老的一个念珠，不知道是谁有掉这个念珠。 们一起问候师尊好，师母好，大家好。我们先恭请师尊带领我们顶礼坛城。做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼。回天心三业，二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼。回天心三业，三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼。回天心三业，四平等于其手。恭请师尊与所有的弟子们打招呼。
你好，你好。
师尊好，师尊好。
你好，师母好。
师好，师母好。
请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。
We are inviting His Holiness to please ascend to the Homa throne for today's Homa at the Rainbow Temple, North Bend, Washington, Padmakumara Homa. Now we are inviting Rinpoche, all the Dharma Masters, all the Venerables, participants to please take your seats. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants. The offering of Hatha. Let us now join our palms with reverence, and we are inviting Vajra Master Siddhi to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage root Guru for the Dharma transmission and as a symbol of the highest honor. Visualize true Buddha lineage. Namo Vairocana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padmakumara, Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas sitting on top of our heads, radiating lights to bless us. Recite Padmakumara mantra.
Door.
Perform the visualization of the four immeasurables. Visualize ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right, from the mother's side on your left, friends and teachers behind you, enemies and karmic creditors in front of you, and all sentient beings around us, together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Clap twice and snap your fingers. Recite purification mantras and the authority mantra. Recite invocation mantra. We sincerely invoke Namo Holy, our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Namo White Maha Padmakumara. Namo Lotus Light Self-Mastery Buddha. Namo True Buddha School Lineage Gurus. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa. Namo White Maha Padmakumara. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa. Namo White Maha Padmakumara. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa. Namo White Maha Padmakumara. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jet Pond. Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas. Namo True Buddha School 8 Primary Deities. Namo Yamantaka. Namo Akalanata. Namo 4 Heavenly Kings. Namo Sima Bodhisattva. Rainbow temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities. All the deities enshrined at the True Buddha Tantric Quarter, at the Seattle Lechang Temple, and at the South Mountain Retreat. Rainbow temples, Mountain God, Earth God, Plant God, Water God, Heaven, Wind God, Heavenly Fire God, Dragon Gods, and all divinities, as well as the City God, to please radiate light and bless this Homa. Create homage using visualization for Student Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for position on the ground. Release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for position on the ground. Release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for position on the ground. Release the mudra. Fourth Jambhala. Create mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole cosmic space. Make the offering above to the lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, the main deity of Homa, Maha, White Padmakumara, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to all of our civilization. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Reset the mantra.
Namo Kurukulla, Namo Buddha Lian, Namo Dhamma Lian, Namo Sankhya Lian.
Armor protection. Form Vajraklap's mudra. Recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times.
Om Bodhi Lanjali, 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 Om Bodhi Lanjali.
Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to perform blessings with mala. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to set ceremonial demarcation, to bless the registration forms, Homa cards, and all the offerings. Please stand up, and together we are inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening Homa fire pit, to set ceremonial demarcation, to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, enrichments, magnetization, subjugation, and purdu deliverance. And we are inviting the assembly to recite the root Guru mantra, Padmakumara mantra. With reverence, we are inviting His Holiness to return to the Dharma throne. Inviting Rinpoche, all the Dharma Masters, Venerables, and all participants to please return to your seats. During this time, you may perform the Homa visualization and continually recite that mantra of the main deity of Homa today, Padmakumara. Recite that mantras of the eight principal deities and intent Buddha Amitabha.
Om Mali Pemi Hom. Om Panamo Ding Doling Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samoye Soha. Om Jali Juli Junhi Soha. Om Jambhala Chalang Chalaye Soha. Om Ah Hom Peza Guru Pema Sidi Hom Se. Om Ah Hom Guru Pe Ah Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Sidi Hom. 第二堂 Om Pekatiya Pekatiya Maha Pekatiya Naja Samo Katahe Soha. 南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。请大家起念庆佛。
Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in the Saha world. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness, the virtuous and marvelous Tantrika, all Buddhas of the 10 directions, compassionate Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, and Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came to this world to salvage the deluded ones, to reach jewels, eminent wondrous light, to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, human and devassi, like all His Vajra body, with the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in the Saha world to turn the Dhamma wheel, to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Merit dedication. May all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, leaping fourfold generosities from above, aiding those in the 3 realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. To Buddha school disciples wholeheartedly pray to the main deity of Homa today, Padmakumara, the greatly prosperous Vajra, to radiate the all-encompassing precious light. In the completely new year of 2021, please protect our lineage Guru with great health, strong body, full energy and youthfulness, full of wealth and love and respect, joy, health, longevity, unhindered spontaneous activities, to never forsake any single beings and continually turn the Dhamma wheel. We, your disciples, never want to be separate from you. Please stay in samsara and let the lotus light radiate throughout the 10 directions. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Homage to Mahalotus Pons Padmakumara. Homage to Padmakumara of the Maha Twin Lotus Pond. Homage to Padmakumara of the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. We pray that you guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. We pray that you bless us, that you bless true Buddha school disciples, so that they are endowed with merits and virtues, that they have complete wisdom and ample resources, that they are endowed with love, respect, and harmony. Please bless us so that all illnesses be eradicated. that coronavirus disappear. We pray that you bless us so that all karmic sicknesses can be eradicated. The Padmakumara, please bless true Buddha practitioners so that they have attainments through the 4 preliminary practices, so that they have attainments through the Guru and deity yoga, the Yidam yoga, so that they have attainments through the inner tantric practices, and that they have attainments through the highest yoga tantra practice, and may they have attainments through the great perfection practices. Please bless us in the merit accumulation path be perfect, in the fundamental practices be perfect, in the practice of the seeing the path be perfect, and in the path of practice, real practice, be perfect, and the path of the ultimate be perfect. The Maha Twin Lotus Ponds, Padmakumara. Gods in heavens, gods on earth, may be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. May those who pray the prayers be granted. May all enemies and enmities disappear. May karma be eradicated. May karmic sicknesses be alleviated. May afflictions disappear. May self-attachments and attachments to everything, attachments to Dharma be eradicated. We pray that everything is complete and bear fruition. Syllable mantra 3 times.
Ha 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 嘎文萨瓦达他嘎达贝扎玛咪门查贝扎巴瓦玛哈萨玛呀萨多阿吽培唵贝扎萨多萨玛呀玛鲁巴那呀贝扎萨多德鲁巴利昌这种没巴瓦苏多卡尤没巴瓦苏波卡尤没巴瓦安罗那多没巴瓦沙瓦和西迪没波拉呀查沙瓦伽玛苏扎没吉达布西里人咕噜吼哈哈哈哈呵巴嘎文萨瓦达他嘎达贝扎玛咪门查贝扎巴瓦玛哈萨玛呀萨多阿吽培唵贝扎萨多萨玛呀玛鲁巴那呀贝扎萨多德鲁巴利昌这种没巴瓦苏多卡尤没巴瓦苏波卡尤没巴瓦阿努拉多没巴瓦沙瓦西迪没布拉呀查沙瓦伽玛苏扎没吉达布西里人咕噜吼哈哈哈哈呵巴嘎文萨瓦达他嘎达贝扎玛咪门查贝扎巴瓦玛哈萨玛呀萨多阿吽培做观想代拜
Great homage using visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth head bow. Recite completion mantra.
Om Bring, Om Bring, Om Mari Baby Om.
Now let's give the great round of applause to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Homa fire offering ceremony. And before the Dharma teaching, there's a video clip.
真佛宗2021年全球云端24小时全球
True Buddha School of the Year 2021 24-hour mantra recitation globally attended by True Buddha disciples worldwide to pray for the good of the world. We are truly grateful to our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, for his great lineage blessings to start the event this time. And we are also grateful to True Buddha School in 20 countries, 97 spiritual centers, 67 masters, 2 Dharma educators, 11 and 19 Dharma teachers, 16 Dharma lecturers, and 41 Dharma assistants to work together to turn this great Dharma wheel to pray for the good of the world. So on January 1st, 2021 at 8 p.m., our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, personally attended at the Seattle Lezang Temple to start or to lead the start of this 24-hour mantra recitation of Padmakumara mantra. From March 2020 until now, many spiritual centers have stopped group practice due to the pandemic. And now, because of this event to chant the Padmakumara mantra, they start to gather together at the spiritual centers to chant the mantra, and we hope to be able to return to normal. And we were also lighting the lamps to pray for the world. May the brightness fill the whole world. From January 1st, 2021, everybody is lighting this candle or this lamp to light the world. And everybody that has completed 10,000 mantra recitation of Padmakumara would receive this one lamp on their behalf. In the short 16 days, there were over 6,000 lamps ignited. So there are 7,000 hearts flying toward the heart of Grandmaster. We are truly grateful to your participation. Thank you, Grandmaster, for your blessing to this Buddha Foundation Year 2021 24-hour mantra recitation event. Now let us join our palms with great reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dhamma teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Zeng Kong, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Dubden Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, the Padmakumara of the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. Sumo, Tanzan Capsule, Tutan City, all Dhamma masters, Dhamma educators, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma lecturers, Dhamma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the webcast. Happy New Year. How do you do? Aisteru. Sarangi. Te quiero mucho. Sugoi. Sí.
Konnichiwa.
This is about a merit dedication. And a dedication to all the disciples who join in the 24-hour dedication. We pray that our lineage Guru will stay healthy, live a long life, continue to turn the Dharma wheel to benefit and deliver innumerable sentient beings. We please bless the spiritual centers so that our Dharma work can flourish and that all participants would enhance their merits and wisdom and have attainments in their spiritual cultivation.
现在，跟大家讲先。
Now I would like to announce
第一门大学课程正式上线。
The first True Buddha School education class is now formally started in online in the clouds, and we welcome all True Buddha School disciples to join, and also all people everywhere. Announcement by True Buddha Foundation Education Department. True Buddha School online education.
现在通知大家，下一个礼拜天
For next Sunday, January 10th,
下午
3 p.m.
是除瘟疫度母。
There'll be the Homa of Tara who dispels epidemics.
那除瘟疫度母，大家知道。
We all know that it's a very important Tara of the 21 Taras, especially now that the pandemic is raging, and especially the mutated virus from England and Africa and Congo S virus. I heard there is a S virus from Congo that has a 90% death rate, and it's still quite unknown to us what kind of virus that is. It's already in Africa, has a very high death rate. So therefore, the ceremony of Tara dispels epidemics is extremely important. So if you have good conscience, you should become primary supplicants. But those who are not primary supplicants also have clear conscience, but they don't have enough money. So we've been And we've been plagued by the coronavirus for almost a year now. And we hope that the epidemic or the pandemic will be controlled soon. So I hope you become primary supplicants. So today we had the Homa of Padmakumara, and we hope that the bright radiance of Padmakumara shine upon the whole world, may it be able to attract all people and bless them with good health and all wishes fulfilled, calamities transformed into auspiciousness and strong spiritual commitment. So they are unaffected by the invasion of the pandemic. So they are being enveloped and protected by the net of light, and all the viruses are shielded outside that net of light. So we are grateful to Padmakumara and Tara who dispels epidemic. And prior to the Dharma teaching, would like to share a joke. In the hospital, there are two assistant, like resident, and they are kissing in the resting room. And it was caught by an old doctor. And then these two interns failed. And the note was that their CPR positions are not correct. Now we'll do the question and answer. Question from Indonesia, Lianhua Jifen. Amitabha, how do you do? Of the 21 Taras, which Tara emanated Tara who dispels epidemics? Thank you, Grandmaster. Let me tell you, of the 21 Taras, there are 21 Taras, not 22, and not 20, just 21 exactly. And the whole group is Green Tara. The whole body is Green Tara. And according to the legend in Tibet, is Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, being compassionate toward sentient beings, shed 2 drops of tears, and 1 tear transformed into green Tara, and the other drop transformed into white Tara. So 21 Taras are the same as the compassionate emanation of Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. This was asked by Lian-Hua Jiefen from Indonesia. Next question from Taiwan. Lian-Hua Maji. Maji.
马吉，莲花马吉，我实在很想叫它莲花马吉。
I really want to call him Lian-Hua Muaji, like Moji.
一定有人叫你马吉。
I'm sure people call you Muaji.
最出名的马吉。
The very famous Taiwanese Moji. Wanzhou or Lukang. We have a disciple who sells this maji in Lukang town. Every time I go to Lukang, pass by his store, they would give me lots of maji. And he knows that it's very dangerous for elderly people to eat mochi. If you just swallow the whole mochi, and before it goes down, you take another one, they all will get stuck in the throat. Then it'll be easy. And very fast you will get to the Western paradise. So your elderlies have to be careful when they eat mochi. The questions. Peace be with you, Grandmaster. I have two questions. One, Grandmaster, during every group practice or ceremony, would say which yidam, which Buddhas or Bodhisattvas, or which Buddhas or Bodhisattvas retinues who descend. So I'm confused because I think that everywhere there are Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Why do you say descend? Does it mean that before they descend, then there are no deities at this place? This is a good question. This mochi is incredible. Because which deity we practice, then typically speaking, that deity will descend. The spirit lights, or the so-called Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, are omnipresent. The so-called all-encompassing sunlight Bodhisattva, all-encompassing moonlight Bodhisattva. The all-encompassing or omnipresent means they're everywhere. They're always there. But there are also many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas or deities. It is to stress that during Homa, which deities descend and which deities retinue or assembly all descend, all come. Like today, because we perform Padmakumara Homa, of course Padmakumara definitely descended. He's here for sure. He accepted all the offerings from this fire offering. So we did the Padmakumara, so all Padmakumara's retinues are here too. It's too stressed. It doesn't mean that the others don't come. Some people just join the crowd. If you are a gambler, then you would know what it means to be just the sight onlookers. But the key deity definitely descends, and they would descend on Grandmaster's body. So therefore, Grandmaster would say which deity would come. Like when you do your practice, of course your yidam would come, your guru would come, your protector would come. And how about the rest? They are just onlookers. So we are just stressing that for which ceremony, which deity descended. It doesn't mean that the others don't come. I cannot introduce all of them, because if I do, then we don't have to have any Dharma teaching. No more time left for anything else. Because Buddhas and gods are everywhere. There was a period of time at the Taiwan temple. Every time Grandmasters performed Homa, and they just took photos of the sky, of the space. They're all circles of lights. And there's one deity inside one prajna light, circle of light. If I introduce all of them, then I don't need to, there's no more time to say any Dhamma teaching. So therefore, I just introduce the main deity and the retinues. So that's what I want to tell Moachi. So it doesn't mean there are no Buddha's lights. Like at the Taiwan Lichang temple, when during each ceremony they take photos to the sky, and there are many uncountable deities descending. But I would not be able to introduce them all. So the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas' spirit lights are omnipresent, like Vairocana Buddha. That's the great sun, Tathagata, or the call, all-encompassing great sun, Tathagata, which means it's omnipresent. It is present everywhere. Of course, we are not performing Vairocana Homa. Therefore, we don't say anything about him, but actually he's omnipresent, or the sunlight, all-encompassing Bodhisattva, all-encompassing moonlight Bodhisattva. They are everywhere. They are omnipresent. So primarily I would just mention the key, the main deity, the yidam, and his family, a relative or retinue. The second question, the breathing of ordinary beings is convenient chi. A sadhaka guides this convenient chi to enter the central channel, then it becomes wisdom chi. Yet the central channel is made up or illusory. So is the wisdom chi tangible with form or intangible? When the mind merges with chi, is it the wisdom chi? Please resolve my confusion. Also asked by Moji. This was also a good question. So the breathing of ordinary beings is convenient qi. So the qi that does not enter central channel is called the convenient qi. And qi that enters central channel is called the wisdom qi. And the question is, the central channel is illusory. It's made up, it's thought of. So is the wisdom qi tangible with form or intangible? When the mind merges with qi, is it the wisdom qi? This is also a good question. It's a thought of channels. However, you need to empty your whole body. So what's left are the three channels: left channel, right channel, and central channel. And these three channels meet at the lower dantian. And the central channel reaches the apex, the crown chakra, and at the lower part to the base chakra. That's central channel. From crown chakra to base chakra. It is visualized, however, you have to treat it as real. So when you breathe in the convenient qi through the left and right channels to the lower dantian, and then when you hold your breath, that's letting the qi staying, then you need to visualize qi from those two channels to enter central channel. So when you hold your breath, the two qis enter central channel, and then it becomes wisdom qi. And you have to think this way. So is visualization real then? Of course we know, not necessarily. However, in the future, it will become real after you practice until you completely master it. Then all the qi becomes the true qi, which is the qi inside the central channel. In the beginning, they were all fake. You're faking it, but eventually they would become real. So we say that Buddha Dharma or Taoist practices, we make use of the fake things to practice the real thing. So we make use of the fake body to practice the real truth. The so-called left and right channels are fundamentally unreal or fake, but when the qi enters, then eventually they become real. So eventually, at the end, the central channel, the left and right channels all become real. Or the 72,000 channels are all real. So that's how it is. My answer to you. Air is tangible. Air has form, but you see it as no form. Like when the plane is taking off, Like the stewardess from Seattle, Lucy, often says, such a huge piece of iron or metal, how can they fly in the sky with the jet expulsion? How come it doesn't fall to the ground? It can fly in the sky or in the air. And it's not because of the propeller, but because there's air inside it that holds it up. But you cannot see air. It has no form, air, but also tangible air. Like in the Kung Fu novel of China, when they practice Qigong or practicing Qi, that they can kill a cow across the mountain. That's the power of Qi. So is the Qigong or power of Qi tangible or intangible? It's intangible. You slap it with Qigong. So those novels are incredible. The 18 pounds of Xianglong, or a young finger, or pointing at the pressure points, or the frog, the frog kung fu, take in breath and becomes like a toad. And then when they exhale the qi can kill people. So that's called qigong. So there are many lineage gurus who are masters of qi. So although the qi are intangible, but they are also tangible. So all kinds of things rely on qi. Like the steam machines or steamers, they rely on the steam, right? That's also qi. There are many things that rely on qi. And if you say they're intangible, they are intangible. But if you say they're tangible, yeah, they are tangible too. We often say that human beings is just fighting for a breath, and the Buddha's fighting for a stick of incense. So if you breathe in and you don't breathe out, then you die. If you don't believe it, just close off your nose. Then you can tell whether the qi is tangible or intangible. If you don't breathe in that intangible qi, then you would be airless and dead. You will die. Or you put a plastic bag to close off your head, so there's no air going in. Then in a short time that your head will topple and die, and you will die. So that's intangible qi, but also tangible. So this answer should satisfy you. If you are not satisfied, try it for yourself. You can't see it, but it's there. If You don't believe it? Then you can stop breathing and see. Next, from Taiwan, Lian-Hua Sijun. At work, I am often bullied by my co-workers. My superior not only ignores this, he even protects these weasels because of favoritism towards relatives. When I practice at home, all sorts of unfair treatments appear in my brain. So, the more I practice, the angrier I get. The more I practice, the more my rage and resentments. So I often let it out on my family. So here I am repenting to Grandmaster. Please teach me what I should do. I know I have to abide by the precepts, but towards these selfish co-workers, it's really difficult to give rise to loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Asked by Lian-Hua Sijun. Are you a man or a woman? Because the name can be used by a man and a woman. The name can be used for both a man or a woman. At work, often bullied. So during Dhamma practice, the more he practices, or the angrier, and then lashing at family members. That's not right. Because psychologically it's what's it called? Transferring the anger. You cannot get angry to the co-workers, so you get angry at the family members. So you transfer the anger to the family members. So that should not be allowed. This often happens about bullying. Grandmaster in school, because I was the shortest, the smallest. In first grade, everybody asked us to line up from the tallest one to the right, the first and the smallest one on the left. I am always the last one on the left. And start to count from the smallest one. And then to the tallest one. Typically over 40 or over 60 students in the class. In elementary school, typically over 60 students in a class. So the one that calls one would stay and then the 2 move forward, 3 move backward. So that's the class, the pair of the class. That's how it was. And then they lined up to enter class. I'm always last. So I always sit in the front row near the door. I always sit there because I was the smallest one. So the classmates behind me, and they would punch. So punch on my head. And then I turn back and say, "Why did you hit me?" "I didn't hit you, I was just stretching." Then they would punch me on my head. I was often bullied in elementary school, junior high school, senior high school. But although the body is small, but the aspiration or the spirit is high, is big. So people are like that. They always bully the weak and the small. Those who are strong and tall always bully the weak and the small. So I think you must be pretty small and weak. How is your figure? If you're huge and tall and strong, if you're a man, would there be anybody bullying you? Then you can kill with one punch. If you're a man with huge figure, and if you're a woman and you have a train in Taekwondo, anybody dares to bully you? So my suggestion is, if Lianhua Sijun, you're a woman, you train Taekwondo, learn Taekwondo, or Shaolin martial art. Where people know that you hold black belt in Taekwondo, white or black? Black. Who dares to bully you? Nobody. You practice martial arts, Shaolin or Taekwondo. Well, then nobody would dare to bully you. So my suggestion is, train in your kung fu, in your martial arts. Really, there are classes for this. There was a disciple called in Taiwan, Zhang Huangming, Zheng Yixun, Xi Sui Wang. They all practice martial arts. Zheng Yixun was bullied a lot when he was little, so he trained in martial arts until he was very good at it, and he told the teacher, now, would there be anybody dare to bully me now? And the teacher said, no one. So he went to look at the person who used to bully him, and he fought him until he's on the ground, and it looked like he's about to lose his breath. So he saved him, he helped him. So I suggest to Lianhua Sijun, go to that martial arts studio and practice. In Taiwan, there are many of them. Nothing to be scared of. If they know that that you're good at martial arts, they will be scared of you. Then you will not have to endure unfair treatments. Or let me teach you a way. If you're a woman, then you find a tall and strong and big boyfriend. And when people see you have such a boyfriend, they will not dare to bully you again. If you're a man, then you just train in martial arts. Then nobody will dare to bully you again. Grandmaster, what should I do? Now I have taught you. Practice your martial arts until you master it. After 1, 2, 3 years, nobody will dare to bully you anymore. You dare to bully me? I would kick you with a certain stance. Then or practicing Chinna. Like if someone punch you, then you hold, and then you use it the opposite way, and then you pull and press, then he would not be able to stand it. If somebody is bullying you, then you just catch his arm and if someone hug you from behind, then you tuck in your abdomen and then push in your both hands and then pull it apart. Then his arms would become weak. There are many ways. So I think it's best to practice martial arts. Otherwise, you have to learn from grandmasters about the immeasurable loving kindness, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable joy, and immeasurable equanimity. And you just say, it's okay, no big deal. because at this time you are being taught to practice endurance and patience. Of the 6 paramitas of Bodhisattvahoods starts from here, to train in endurance, to train in patience. When you're being bullied, then you think that they are teaching you endurance. Once you master this endurance and patience, it'll be incredible. So endurance of the 6 paramitas. Let me tell a joke. Xiaoming said, Xiaoming suggested to a girl that woman loves something that can be kept for a long time. Woman likes things that can be kept for a long time, and on the 2nd day, he received a diamond ring. And then Xiaoming told Xiaozhu, you can say that to your boyfriend. And then Xiaozhu replied, I have tried this method long ago, and then the 2nd day what I got was a preservative, a bag of preservative. You should kick out such boyfriend. You don't want them anymore. He does not understand the hearts of women. One day, I got to know to a friend who studies in Korea. And one day I asked her, is it very popular to, plastic surgery is very common in Korea? And the friend said, oh, nothing. But at the beginning of every semester, everybody should introduce themselves again. So that must be bad. I saw it somewhere. Like a beauty contest. Attended by almost 20 people. And they all look alike. Beauty contest. Their faces look the same. Oh my God. Grandmaster, today is 77 Taiwanese year. Counting. If I have money and I have free time, I will definitely go to Korea. I will go to Korea. And I would point to a young star, and I want that kind of face and figure. And I would live there for 1 year. And when I come back, nobody will recognize me. And you would say, how old are you? And I would say, 27. You use the skin from your behind on your face, and the eyes make it big to make you more lively, more vitality, eyebrows, and the lip color is made really red and with white teeth, and the skin is fair and smooth and soft, and then better shape of this face, and then plant a few more hair. Amitabha. Even Amitabha Buddha will not recognize me. Let's talk about Lamdre. Of this, the first emptiness has fault due to the existing reality and forms, though by stopping their functions and visualizing them to become emptiness. The contemplative house of the young character becomes empty due to contemplation. All kinds of sightings of the realms are stopped to become emptiness. So the first emptiness has fault. Why? Because of the existing reality. You just visualize it to be empty. You just visualize it to be empty. The small action to remedy is the four abidings. As in the verse, quote, one celestial yidam, end quote. The mind visualizing one's own body to become yidam is the body mindfulness. Body mindfulness, secretly hinting deity mindfulness to repeatedly summon and merge into the wisdom sattva, and the mantra mindfulness reset the yidam's mantra. The first kind of emptiness is you visualize yourself to become yidam, you chant yidam's mantra, and because it's emptiness by stopping the functions. So the first kind of emptiness has fault. So visualizing your own bodies to become yidam is the mind, is the body mindfulness. Secretly hinting deity mindfulness to repeated summon and merge into the wisdom sattva. When you practice Vajrasattva, that's how you practice it. The verse, in quote, the need for visualization to retract and extend, end quote, is, in quote, Dharma mindfulness, end quote. The required visualization of the 6 adornments. So Vajrasattva has 6 adornments, 2 anklets and 2 bracelets, and on the fingers rings, and 2 necklaces on his chest. Those are the 6 adornments. You have to visualize them. You visualize yourself becoming Vajrasattva and yourself disappear. So that kind of emptiness is emptiness with form. It still has fault. It's not the real emptiness. So the 6 adornments, the required visualization for 6 adornments for paying homage to the Acharya Vajra holder adorned with crown wheel. On the Vajra Acharya holder not to hear evil words adorned with earrings, to chant mantra continuously adorned with necklace. Because you continuously chant mantra, there are 2 necklaces on your chest. To stop killing living beings, adorned with amulets and bracelets and anklets, and to rely on mudra adorned with belts. So the belts, the belt is to bind the physical consort. That's why you need belts. The phrase in quote, retract and extend, end quote, is a flaw in the translation. It should be Sanskrit mudra plus hand. It should have been the required visualization of the hand gestures. The necessity to visualize the mudra. So it's not physical consort, but it's the visualized consort or the wisdom consort. So this piece is talking about the fault of the first kind of emptiness, but it is also teaching you how to practice. Of course, this is Tibetan style, Tibetan method. You want to visualize Vajrasattva. Visualize Vajrasattva. You visualize his crown. That's also an adornment. His necklaces, his earrings. Visualize his rings. His bracelets, anklets, belts, and the belts because he's together with the wisdom mudra or wisdom consort. So visualize the dual body of Vajrasattva. Once you visualize it, he's sitting on top of your head. Then you visualize the 1,000-petaled white lotus blossom on top of your head, and visualize the lotus stalk enter into your body. And from the secret area of Vajrasattva and his consort, there would be nectar secreted and enter through the lotus stalk into your body. It's pure white. And then your own karma would be expelled as tiny bugs from skin pores. And the milky white nectar enter into your body. And then it becomes the karmic black karmic water. And then you visualize the earth to crack open. And then you visualize all the karmic creditors and the god of death, and also all your attached spirits and karmic creditors, and to feed them until they fill. And then you close the earth again. You let the earth to close off again. This is a method of practicing Vajrasattva together in union with the root guru. So the root guru is completely identical with a Bodhisattva. That's one method. So this is right. It's the way to practice. The verse in quote, equipartition meditation end quote. When you have reached a clear, transparent body, then you enter into the union of mind and chi with this meditation. Then you transform to become emptiness. Together with the present partition dual execution, one is liberated from the difficulty of confronting empty part. All phenomena give rise to the supreme altar wheel. All sounds give rise to the secret mantra, and the mind is able to feel the robust continuum of the great bliss. In this way, it is called the marginally robust graduated stage. Once your karma is eradicated, your whole body is milky white, because your karma has been transformed to become little bugs exiting from your skin pores and has been transformed into black water that flow to the ground. And with this you enter meditation. So that would be the marginally robust graduated stage. Slightly robust. The practice method that I just explained. If I did not explain, you would not understand this whole excerpt. But after my explanation, the 6 adornments, there are many of them. For Bodhisattva is wearing the 5 Buddha crown. You need to visualize it clearly. You want to visualize his wearing earrings. You visualize his wearing rings. Visualize his wearing bracelets and anklets. Visualize his wearing 3 garments in the upper body and 3 garments in the lower body, and then with belt that tie the consort, the wisdom consort. You have to be able to visualize. The consort of Bodhisattva is called Tana. Is she called Tana? Yes, I remember it. Then at this moment you enter meditation. So the graduated stage, the slightly robust graduated stage. Now this piece is very clear. Now you all know with my explanation. So this is talking about the combined practice of Bodhisattva and the root guru. The policeman asks, Grandma, someone was robbing your golden bracelet. How come you didn't cry for help? And the Amma replied, but as soon as I open my mouth, they'll discover that my mouth is filled of gold teeth. That would be worse. There was a shop that keep a parrot at the front door, and he would say welcome every time there's someone coming to the shop. And a young lady did not believe that, and she keeps going back and forth 6 times. And then the parrot kept saying, welcome, 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 welcome. And finally, the parrot got frustrated. On the 7th time, the parrot got angry. Boss, some silly dude is playing your bird. See, even the parrot is being bullied. It's a joke about a dumb idiot. There was a book that the title said, after you read this book, you'll resolve 50% of your problems. So someone bought 2 books. Isn't it a moron? It's really an idiot. This book will resolve 50% of your problems, so he bought 2 books. Don't you think that's idiotic? It's so stupid. The idiot would do that. Idiot did that, but for me, I buy only 1 book, but I read it twice. Still idiot. I think the person who writes this, the translator of this Lamdre into Chinese, or the person who writes this Lamdre, who reads Lamdre or explains Lamdre, the person who explains Lamdre are really all idiots. This ends English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
感谢法王圣尊莲生活佛精彩宝贵的法语开示。我们现在恭请师尊移驾到台下，与孙的弟子们说再见。我们先恭请师尊带领弟子们做观想大礼拜，之后呢，才与孙的弟子们说再见。顶礼坛城，做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，四平等一起手。恭请师尊与孙的弟子们说再见。谢谢。
师叔辛苦了。
诸事恒大。
3点5了。师尊。
来我家，
佛，谢谢师尊加持。 感谢尊为我们做
你先把问答题输进去。好，单子来拿出来，师兄在这里。
3年好，爱你哦，转法了，谢谢。你好，分析好。
師母身體健康。新年快師尊弘法順利如意，身體健康，快樂。谢师父加持。
好，谢谢顺上的同们，谢谢你们。那下周见哦，下周见，谢谢你们。好，下周见。等一下我们会恭请师尊为大家做莲花童子的灌溉。
谢谢师尊。
我只是很短法的。
为与会大众做莲花同则法灌顶，请大家一样的要保持6尺的距离，谢谢大家的合作。大家保持6尺的距离，谢谢。大家保持6尺的距离，谢谢。请保持6尺的距离，谢谢。请大家保持6尺的距离。保持6尺的距离，谢谢。 受灌顶的同门，请你们赶快过来接受灌顶，灌顶即将要结束了。让我们以最热烈的掌声感谢法王圣尊莲生活佛慈悲赐受大白莲花童子法灌顶。附魔法会圆满即将结束了，非常感谢师尊的大加持，感谢师母仁波切诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教及大家的护持，以及网络直播现场观看的观众，谢谢大家功德无量。网络直播到此结束，我们现在顶礼师尊，感谢师尊。恭请师尊附魔过火。网络直播到此结束，非常感谢大家的收看，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.